Hello, everyone, and it is indeed inspiring to see you back again. This is Linux Fundamental Series, and we are going to discuss user management and group management in this session. And let me share my screen. I have Ubuntu system installed, and to practice, we need any of the Linux systems, and specifically if Ubuntu, then it will be quite easy for you also to follow what I'm doing. So I have installed it with the help of a VMware workstation, and also I have a short document over here which we'll be following up right now. So let us start understanding user and group management. We know that Linux is a multi-user system, which means multiple users can operate simultaneously to manage access and control over files, resources, and permissions. Linux users and groups. So Linux uses users and groups. Now let us try to understand the users. In this particular case, this indeed inspiring is a user. If I click on not listed, then I need to type a username. So let's say if I try typing root username and it will ask me for the password. So at that particular time, because root user doesn't get listed in this particular manner, it does not allow us because this particular Ubuntu operating system, the kind of mechanism they have set is that they don't allow direct access to root. So I need to log into the Indeed Inspiring user only. So I'm putting the password for Indeed Inspiring user and it is allowing me to log in. And from here, I can get the root level privileges. I can log in and I can get the root level privileges from the Indeed Inspiring user itself. So the users are categorized as root user. So root is the super user or super admin with full system access. Full system access means that it can navigate to any of the directories. It can, it will have read write permission to all the directories. So super user has got all the permissions, all the privileges. It can directly log into any other user as well. So all those kind of permissions super user, that is root, is having. Then we have regular users. So for example, like I created Indeed Inspiring. So Indeed Inspiring, I need to check whether it is having root level or admin level privileges or not. So the other option which we have is regular user for day-to-day tasks. So if your operating system or your system is being used by multiple people, so create regular users so that they can work, maybe use some software, work upon, and after that they can stop you, like they can just log out and that's it. But they will not be able to make any kind of changes until and unless you give them such a privilege. For example, they won't be able to go and change some system settings. They won't be able to run certain scripts. So all that they will not be able to do. Therefore, it is necessary, beneficial to have regular users as well. Then we have system users. So system users are like we install softwares, and when we install softwares at that point of time, what happens uh, while we are installing softwares, the software itself needs some sort of management. Management means like software itself needs some sort of I would say that we need to have some service which can manage that particular software. So system users are there. For example, for MySQL, we need to have a system user. So here the MySQL user is there. www-data, that is another example of system user. And then let's say installing something. Let's say I'm installing Hadoop distributed file system. So HDFS user will be there. I'm installing Hive. Okay, Apache Hive. So Hive user would get created. The purpose of these users is basically they manage the service. They manage the daemons. They manage the service. That is the purpose of these users. Now, user management commands. create a new user, we have a command sudo add user John. So let me do it parallelly. So here, let us do it full screen and let us open the terminal where we will be working out. So here you can see that on this terminal, if I do ls, so I'm inside a user pwd. I'm inside a user directory that is slash home slash indeed inspiring. I'll go to cd slash, and here if you see that I have got all the directories which are accessible by admin level users, and they can operate over these particular directories. Now, what I will do is I will be having cd slash home. I'll be going to home directory, and let us do ls. So under home, you can see there is only one directory, which is Indeed Inspiring. So this is one of the users, and the other user directory is slash root. This is another user, which is root user, and you can see that the cd operation is denied. Here you can see that it is saying that permission denied. So cd slash root, it does not allow Indeed Inspiring to enter into it. But if I do sudo su, in that particular case, it will ask for the password for authentication. And now if I do cd slash root, and now it is allowing me. You can see pwd, I'm inside slash root. So the root users directory cd dot dot, the root users directory, if you see, it is present under slash root user directory. And here we could see that the root user directory is this one. But if we are talking about all other users, the user directory, if created, because this is optional, it is not necessary that the user directory needs to get created. This is just optional. So in case of any other user, if the directory gets created, it is getting created under slash home directory. So that is how is the directory architecture. Now let me do exit. So exit exit, and I have come back to the Indeed Inspiring user. Currently, I'm basically working as a Indeed Inspiring user. Before that, I was working as root user. So the command is sudo add user and username. So if I try to write it here, sudo add uscr user, and the command name is, let's say, the username I want to put is Kushal. Okay, so you can see it says info adding user Kushal, selecting UID GID from range 1000 to 59,999, adding new group Kushal, adding new user Kushal, and in bracket 1001 1001. I think this is what they have given, and 1000 must have been given to the 1000 must have been given to the Indeed Inspiring user. So with group Kushal 1001. Creating home directories. So here it has created home directory. Copying files from etc scale. So from their desktop and other things it will copy. Now password I'll put as KUSHAL Kushal only. It says it's a bad password. Password is shorter than 8 characters, but if I will put it again, it will allow is password updated successfully, changing the user information for Kushal. Enter new value. You can either just press enter, 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 keep it blank, or you can really type it and fill the details. Work phone. Okay, home phone. Okay, other nothing. Is the information correct? Yes. So it says info adding new user Kushal to the supplemental slash extra groups users. Info adding user Kushal to the group users. So it has created. Now if I see, I'm inside home. You can see there is a one more directory created which is named as Kushal. And if I do cd Kushal, and it says permission denied. Okay, why it says permission denied? Because it's a different user. So if I basically try to do sudo su, and then here you can see now if I do cd kushal, I will be allowed. You can see I'm allowed and I'm inside kushal pwd. I'm inside the directory slash home slash kushal. So this is how it happens that you need the super user level of access in order to get entry into these directories, because you are not logged in as Kushal user, and that is the reason why this is happening. Again, I'll do exit and exit exit and come out of it. Once again exit, and now let's do here go here, and with power either I can log out or I can do switch user. So I'll do switch user from here, and from switch user let us try to see that how the new user have got created. So here you can see Indeed Inspiring is one and Kushal is another. So I'll click on Kushal and write Kushal Kushal, enter. So you can see that now I'm logging into the other user, that is Kushal. So what I said that Linux is a multi-user system, here we can see that users can be added, users can be created, and they get a whole set of mechanism to get login and work independently. So here you can see now I'm logged in as Kushal user. It is for the first time. So you can see it will come as a home screen and all. So next and skip for now, skip share system data. I can do that. App center. Okay. And finish. So you can see this is installed, and I'll open up terminal over here, and let us try to work. So you can see that this user is also able to work. Cd slash cd, and here let us do ls and cd. If I try to go into root, so here you can see it is saying permission denied slash home if I want to go. So it is allowing me to go to home, but if I try to get into Indeed Inspiring folder, again it says permission denied. Okay, if I do sudo su and enter, it is asking for password. If I type kushal password, enter, so it says that Kushal is not in sudoers file. Okay, so why I brought you here? Because when we were doing sudo su from Indeed Inspiring, at that point of time, it was able to get into root login, and it was able to operate as root. But in case of Kushal, it says that Kushal is not in the sudoers file. So while creating the Indeed Inspiring user, we had selected very initially that it should have super user level privileges, and therefore it has been added into the sudoers file. But Kushal is not added in the sudoers file, and therefore it is not able to log in as root in this particular manner. All right, so let us move ahead, and so this creates a user and sets up home directory, which we have seen. Now set change password. So sudo password John, this is how you can change. So here we will try to do for sudo, and yeah, so here sudo sudo passwd password. Okay, so we need to change the password for kushal kushal, enter. So password for kushal, and I will say kush, enter. So it says try again, kushal kushal. So kushal is not in the sudoers file. So again, it is not allowing me. So what I can do is I can log in as Indeed Inspiring. So what I will do, I will do exit from here, and from here, let us again switch the user, and we will switch the user to Indeed Inspiring. That is what we will do. So I am switching the user, and I will log in as Indeed Inspiring, because Indeed Inspiring is in sudoers file, INDEED Indeed. And here we will try the command, and the command we have is sudo password and username. So sudo password and username is the command. Let's open the terminal, and here sudo passwd password and kushl kushal, enter. So password for Indeed Inspiring, INDEED Indeed, and new password. So new password I'll keep very short, KUSH, enter. KUSH, enter. So password updated successfully. It has updated the password. So one thing which we are able to experience is that the user should be sudoers. If the user is sudoer, in that particular case, we are able to make use of the admin commands and make these changes successfully. That is how it is possible. Okay, so now we can move ahead and let's go to what next do we have. Then if you want to delete a user, sudo user del and username. And if you want to delete user with home directory, in that particular case, sudo user del hyphen r and then the username. So user del is the command to delete the user, and deleting with home directory hyphen r, it is going to delete the home directory as well. So let us create one more user. So we had just now created sudo add user Kushal. So now I will be creating sudo add user PRUSHAL Kushal Tech and enter. And PRUSHAL Kushal Tech is the password. PRUSHAL is the password. So I have put the password, full name, all of these things. I'll just keep them empty. And now the user has been created. Okay. So for this particular user, we will try the user del command. So we need to check ls slash home whether the directory for Prushal Tech is created or not. You can see the directory for Prushal Tech is created. And now what I'm going to do is, here I will be doing the user delete. So we have two options, sudo user del john or sudo user del hyphen r john. So what I will do is sudo and user del, I'll do sudo user del and the username PRUSHALTECH Prushal Tech. And now if I say that this ls slash home gives which output, in this particular case, you can see that Prushal Tech is there. It is there. It has not got deleted. Okay. Now let me create the user again. Sudo user add Prushal Tech. I'm adding sudo add user Prushal Tech. So PRUSHALTECH Prushal Tech and PRUSHALTECH Prushal Tech. So I'm creating the user again. And when I created the user, you can see user has got created. So now if I try to run the command that sudo usr user del, okay, and here I run the command hyphen r and PRUSHALTECH Prushal Tech, enter. So it, yeah, Prushal Tech. So what does it say? User del Prushal Tech. Okay, where mail Prushal Tech not found. So something was not found, some file was not found. It might not have got created. But now I have deleted it with the help of sudo user del hyphen r and then Prushal Tech I have mentioned. Now I would like to check ls slash home, and you can see that the Prushal Tech directory is also deleted. So there are two commands. One is sudo user del and the username, and sudo user del hyphen r and then the username. So either of them you can make use of. Now if you want to have a look at the user info, so you have to use a command id space username. So here id space username, id, and now I have user as Kushal and enter. So you can see UID, GID, groups and users. So it says UID 1001 Kushal, GID 1001 Kushal, groups 1001 and Kushal and 100 users. So this is how it gives us the output here. So this is user information, GID, UID, that's the important part. And then list all users. So if you want to list all users, so cat etc passwd. So let us do that. So cat slash etc slash passwd. Enter. So you can see that it gives us all the users like root is one. So let us check whether it is giving that. Yeah. So root, then the other system users, it is giving lot of system users, and then the rest of the other users, like we have just created one user as Kushal, so it is giving the output as that. All right. Now understanding the group. So users, we have understood that user can be created, user password can be modified, user can be deleted, user can be deleted with all the directories also getting deleted. Now understanding the groups. So a group is a collection of users. Users in the same group can share files and permissions. Each user can be a member of multiple groups. So the concept of group is that one user is there, two user is there are there. Then for one particular resource, let's say a file or maybe a folder. So for one particular resource, it may happen that more than one user is required. More than one user is required. So in that particular case, we need to have a concept called as group. So for a group, there will be multiple members, and multiple members will be able to work with the group. Okay, that they will get the similar privileges which the group is having. Let's say group is having access to the root user directory. So yes, whosoever is a part of that group will also have access to the root directory. That is how it happens. Okay, so how to create a new group? This is the command sudo group add developers. So sudo group add developers, this is the command to add a group. So here we can write sudo group add, and we are adding a group, let's say named as analysts analysts. So we are creating a group as analysts. Okay, sudo group add analysts. Now add user to the group. So sudo user mod -a -g developers, indeed inspiring. So so sudo user modification we are doing -a -g developers, and then the username. This is how we are writing. So let me use this particular command, and for multiple groups we can give this way: group 1, group 2, group 3, and then the username we can give. So user mod is the command to modify the user. -a -g -g basically is taking up all the groups, and then lastly the username, for which user are we doing it. So let us use this. So sudo user mod -a -g analysts analysts, and the username, let's say Kushal. So this is how. Now ID Kushal I will do. So you can see that the analysts, it has got 1002 as ID, and I am like Kushal user is in that group as well. You can see here the Kushal user is in that group, analysts group as well. So this is how the group can be created, and a user can be added to that particular group. If you want to add one user into multiple groups, then let's create another group. So sudo group add, this was analysts, and I will create a group called as developers developers group. I'll create a group called as the tester testers group. Okay, so multiple groups I have created, and now sudo user mod -a-g, and then here I will write testers testers developers developers, and then Kushal enter. So now groups groups kushal Kushal enter. So so it is in Kushal users, analysts, developers, testers. So all of these groups the Kushal user is present in. Okay, so that is how we are able to understand with the help of command group and then username. Remove the user from the group sudo g password and -d John developers. So developers is the group name over here, and gpasswd is the command that to remove from the group. So gpasswd -d. So this is the command to remove a user from a group. So now here sudo and here the username, that is Kushal, from the group testers. And now what I need to do is I need to mention what do I need to do, like I need to delete. So here I'll have to mention -d, which means that I want to delete this way. Enter. It has removed. So it has removed me. And now if I do group group kushal kushal enter, so you can see that the groups which it gives as output is not having the group testers now. Okay, so that is how it actually helps. That is how it comes up with removing a user from a group. Now removing a group itself. So sudo group del developers. Directly you can do like this. So sudo group del and let's say developers developers. And now if I say id kushal kushal, so because that group has got deleted, I am not able to see it here. It's not visible here. So the group has got deleted. Now file permissions with the users and groups. So suppose a file is owned by a user John and group developers. You can control access like so ls-l file.txt. The example output will be like this. The file is read write for John and read write for members of developers. Now let us basically try it. So here we'll create a user. Already we have user, but we'll just create it. So create user, sorry, sudo user add alice. So with the name of alice, a user got added. Okay. Now The next thing is sudo group add project A. So sudo group group add project project A. Okay, and let me just do slash hmi home. So for LIs, the home directory is not created. And now what we will do is sudo user mode hyphen a hyphen g project a lis. So let me do id lis. So it has got, yeah, created. Now sudo, I would like to use user mod hyphen a hyphen g lis and which project A group. So so in the command, project A should come before lis project project A, and yeah, enter. So groups groups lis. So here we can see it is an lis and project A. Now change file group ownership. So change file group ownership. So there has to be a file also, report.txt. Now let's do one thing, cd desktop. So let's say we have sample.txt. So ls-l sample.txt. So you can see this is sample.txt. For this, we will change the permissions. So for changing the permission, what we will do is sudo chown project A and report.txt. So file group ownership project A. So sudo chown chown colon project project A, and the file is sample.txt. Enter. And again I'll do ls hyphen l sample.txt. You can see the group ownership has got changed to project A. Now give group write permission. Okay. So now the permissions, if you see, for project A, we have read write, not execute, read write, not execute, read, not write, not execute. That is the permission which we have currently. Okay. For Indeed Inspiring user, for project, the second permission, and for rest of the world. So what I will do is I will, so here it is given, give a write permission. So write is already there. So execute permission I'll give. So ch mode the group plus X I will do. CH, mod, G plus X I will do for sample.txt. For sample.txt, enter. Once again, if I try to check, so sorry, once again, if I try to check, yeah. So you can see that rw-rwx for the group, it is rwx because it is read write execute for the group. The permission has got changed. Okay, so here is a summary of what we have learned so far. Add user John is for creating a new user. Password John is to set or change the password. Del user is for deleting a user. Add group devs, creating a new group. User mod hyphen ag devs John, add user to a group. That's basically add user John to a group dev. Groups John shows all the users group. G password hyphen D John devs remove user from a group. Del user devs So del group devs delete a group. So this is what we have tried to explore today, and I hope you liked it. So keep practicing. And okay, sudo su and ni init 0 for shutdown. So keep practicing, and if you have any queries or doubt, don't hesitate to ask. We are just one comment away. So just write your comments, write your learnings, and what topics you want to learn further. You can let us know. We will keep on creating such series. Thank you very much, and keep learning.